We all know that 2020 took an extraordinary turn, and even 2021 got off to a challenging start. But development in Garland has continued to be impactful and exciting. Taking center stage during the last 12 to 24 months, all the things we all love to do. We've developed several master plans to guide strategies for the growth of our hiking and biking trails and routes throughout the city, for parks, recreation, and aquatics facilities, and for making our fantastic library services more accessible. And also enhancing our cultural arts that run so deeply in our community. It's all about enhancing the quality of life for all who live in Garland.
There you go, nice. Good job.
And enticing others to come and visit and play here too. These master plans have been developed in support of implementing and augmenting the many quality of life projects voters approved in our Build Garland 2019 bond program, and creating a roadmap for the next decade and well beyond.
3, 2, 1.
Before 2020 concluded, we broke ground on one of the most anticipated projects in the 2019 package. The new 23,000 square foot animal shelter will incorporate housing for more than 200 dogs, almost 150 cats, as well as additional space for exotic animals. This state-of-the-art facility will include meeting and bonding rooms, a spay-neuter clinic, and many more amenities that will greatly improve Garland's services to its pet-friendly community. The Build Garland program is making rapid progress. In January, we celebrated Build Garland Day, hosting virtual groundbreakings and sign raisings at 5 different sites around the city.
Hello, and welcome to Build Garland Day. We've been waiting for this day for quite a while, and while we never dreamed that we'd be doing this during a pandemic, we are excited to be here, and it is a testament to the fact that progress has continued even through these challenging times.
First stop, Bob Hall Park, one of 24 playgrounds being replaced across the city. In 2019, voters approved spending $117 million upgrading their neighborhood parks and rec centers.
This playground is representative of all 24 playgrounds across Garland.
The park's projects will be completed in phases, with the first 9 expected to be completed by the end of this year, another 8 by the spring of 2022, and the final 7 parks to be completed by the end of 2022. Next stop, the site of the new $17 million police property and evidence building.
When you enter that building, you can see that we are busting at the seams. There are boxes on top of boxes. They're leaning. There's no room.
This new building will streamline evidence handling, and it will have a storm-hardened storage vault with generator backup to ensure the integrity of the property and the evidence.
The new facility will be triple in size compared to the current one, with room to expand. It's expected to be completed in early 2022.
For the first time, we're putting a library and a rec center together in Garland.
The future home of the Walnut Creek Branch Library is stop number 3. The $11 million library will be built right next to Hollabaugh Park Rec Center.
It's going to be amazing and state-of-the-art. So we'll have 18,000 square feet of space that includes both interior and exterior space for the public to be able to use.
The new Walnut Creek Branch Library will be about a mile from the current one. Construction expected to be completed by mid-2023. Stop number 4 is Rick Oden Park, where construction is already well underway. Voters approved $20 million for this park alone.
We're going to have trails that connect us, that go all around the park, but that also connect us so you don't have to deal with crossing an active street. They're going to go all the way up to Central Park. Then we're going to have a large playground, splash pad, and a championship baseball facility.
Along with a highly anticipated 40,000 square foot skate park, approved in the 2004 bond election.
We've had some folks who've come to our meetings who are like, I wanted this as a child. I voted for it when I was 18, and now they're in their 30s, their late 30s, and they want to bring their kids here.
It will be one of the largest skate parks in the DFW area, and it's expected to be completed in early 2022. Build Garland Day wraps up in District 1, the site of the new Fire Station number 7, one of 3 new stations being constructed through the 2019 bond program. The new location at Pleasant Valley Road and Firewheel Parkway will mean faster response times. Construction expected to start in late 2024. The new fire stations will also be designed with firefighter safety in mind, issues revealed by the pandemic.
Because our firefighters that are in close proximity to each other at nighttime, it's nearly impossible to wear one of these masks. The new fire stations today that we're designing will have individual bedrooms with individual air handling units in those bedrooms.
These are all projects that were approved overwhelmingly by the voters in May of 2019, and we're showing that we are putting those projects on the ground.
And we certainly thank the voters for their vote of confidence and their willingness to support this vision throughout our community.
This is a great day for Garland. What we've seen today with these 5 projects is just the tip of a very large iceberg. There's another, there's over $400 million of projects and programs coming. We're seeing a lot of them today, and it's a wonderful thing.
To keep up with these and the rest of the bond program projects, check out buildgarland.com.
Some additional Build Garland milestones to look forward to in 2021. Renovations at Audubon Rec Center should be complete this summer, with new renovation projects underway at Gale Fields Rec Center and the Garland Senior Center. The Central Library renovations will start later this year. Construction on Segment A of Holford Road should start late in the year, along with the Bottleneck Improvement Project, which will impact many parts of the city. We'll also begin to work renovating our Transportation Maintenance and Operations facility and begin building a new Street Department facility before the end of 2021. You can check on all of these projects at buildgarland.com. The city continues to make excellent progress on other important non-bond projects.
3, 2, 1, cut.
The city officially opened a beautiful addition to its trails network. The new trail facilities in Winters Park along the Spring Creek Greenbelt include 1.67 miles of 12-foot wide concrete pathways and a 225-foot structural concrete bridge. 2 new trailheads are also included in the project, one at Winters Park, which is at 1419 Spring Creek Drive, and the other at Half Park, which is at 4695 Ranger Drive. From ample parking facilities at both locations, the paths quickly descend into the wooded greenbelt along the creek. A great community asset that's unique to Garland is our historic downtown. Later in 2021, we'll start seeing construction bring new life and amenities to our downtown plaza. The new concept will be a year-round destination for large and small groups. The square will feature intimate tree groves for smaller gatherings and a playground area and other amenities intended to meet the diverse wants of our community. The overhaul of Shiloh Road from Kingsley to 635 is on pace for completion later this year. This project includes new drainage, additional lanes, and improved traffic flow design. The much anticipated 635 East project is now well underway and will open new opportunities for economic development specifically for this Garland Gateway. These opportunities will have a positive impact throughout our community. Meanwhile, our street department continues to address neighborhood and arterial projects throughout the city, completing more than $33 million in street and alley projects in 2020. An overall street pavement condition index of 80 was achieved in 2020, surpassing the projection of 77. The street department completed 156 projects in 2020, with an additional 15 under construction as the year ended. Private sector development also is thriving in Garland. The city is working with private and public investment in the Shiloh Walnut Targeted Investment Area to leverage retail, office, and residential development opportunities brought about by the development of the Veterans Administration Medical Facility. The proximity of Dart Light Rail and nearby Duck Creek will also influence opportunities in this area. The City of Garland and Ground Floor Development have partnered to realize a $30 million commercial redevelopment project for the west side of downtown. Located on the northwest corner of South Garland Avenue and West Avenue B, the 4-acre site is currently the home to Chase Bank, a former Wyatt cafeteria, Commonwealth Land Title Company, and a few other small businesses. Phase 1 will consist of demolishing the 11,000 square foot former cafeteria building and replacing it with much denser new construction in the form of the Draper, a 3-story, 155-unit residential complex. As perks for future residents, the new apartments will include a community-oriented amenity center, an outdoor pool, as well as tuck-under garages. The Draper will be a community-oriented living space geared toward professionals who are seeking a more urban living lifestyle in a centralized community location. Residents will be walking distance away from various shops, restaurants, and entertainment venues on the downtown Garland Square. They will also be close to the downtown Garland Light Rail Station, where residents will have access to the greater DFW Metroplex.
Brian, you and your staff has done a great job with working with us to get to this stage.
Micropack Industries, headquartered and operating in Garland, will be centralizing to a brand new facility. Located at 1655 State Highway 66, Micropack is building a 77,000 square foot facility situated between Milano Hats, another Garland staple, and Tuckerville Park.
Garland is where my heart is, and it's where Micropack's heart is, and we are committed to this community and all aspects of it, and that's part of our culture, and we want to carry that through the next century.
Tuckerville Park will be undergoing major improvements, including the addition of tennis courts. The new animal shelter and adoption facility we discussed earlier will be nearby. Garland recently announced a deal with Future Foam Incorporated to renovate and begin operations at 3000 West Kingsley, bringing new life to a 58-year-old facility and reactivating rail service to it. Nearly $3 million will be invested in renovating the existing 342,000 square foot facility on the 19-acre site. An additional $6 million will be added to the city's tax rolls from the transfer of operations and from additional machinery and equipment added through the expansion. Initial operations will create 104 full-time positions, with plans for further expansion in the coming years. In addition to a new high-quality housing development downtown, the city recently entered into a unique partnership to develop a multifamily project in District 5. The 300-unit multifamily development will be the first new housing in the area in nearly 40 years. Situated at the northwest corner of Saturn Road and Marketplace Drive, Wolf Development will bring new urban-style apartments conveniently located near shopping and dining opportunities with easy access to 635. As the #1 ranked industrial market in the DFW region for new construction and leasing, Garland continues to be a hotspot for industrial and manufacturing expansion, as noted by the Dallas Morning News earlier this spring.
They're investing $110 million in a new data center that'll be in Garland, Texas, and all of
Garland's data center market is attracting significant attention from other states. The Oklahoma Office of Management and Enterprise Services is investing $110 million to store important data in one of our local facilities as backup in case of a disaster. Garland is also growing its reputation among the foodie community, as innovators and established brands are making their mark here. Dallas-based La Madeleine is partnering with Walmart to open an innovative express prototype, and guess where? Right here in Garland. And have you heard about our standout ghost kitchen in Garland called Revolving Kitchen? This innovative model thrived throughout the pandemic and is now the home to a variety of unique takeout and delivery options. Meanwhile, our own Intrinsic Smokehouse and Brewery was just highlighted in Texas Monthly as one of 3 breweries in Texas that take their barbecue seriously. These are just a few of the highlights of what's rocking in Garland these days. There are more announcements and updates to come. I hope you're monitoring both the city's and the Chamber's communications channels to catch the latest.